and good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here at Signature Esports, or SETV. Thank you very much for joining us. I am back and as strong as ever. Just a little bit under the weather over the last week. For those who are close, thank you for all the well wishes and everything that's out there. Thank you to everybody out there on Twitch hosting the stream, Facebook at Signature Esports, there on Instagram as well. Then, of course, on YouTube, Signature Esports on YouTube. So that's all of our platforms. Also, you'll be able to watch the race tomorrow on Roku. Roku is our newest platform. Once the race is done, we upload it, and it should be available within the evening. As now, we are back at it. This is week 6 for us here with the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. This, of course, brought to you by SETV, 46branding.com, Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles. And, of course, all of you out there. I do appreciate everybody out there continuing to support the stream and to support me as well as we are continuing to grow. You're going to notice some vocal changes, of course. I hit broadcast puberty, so to speak, and upgraded a few things and got some things working a little bit better in my off time. Do appreciate it. Just kind of nice. Try to have that silky, smooth, buttery voice out there. We do have Dover this week at Dover 300. That's going to be tomorrow night. It's going to start right about 8:20 Eastern Standard Time, and that's when practice is going to get underway. We're going to get the festivities going. Green flag's going to drop at 8:30, but tonight, 2 rounds of qualifying brought to you by SETV and 46branding.com, of course. And our current points leader with 2 wins is going to be Lawson Peel. He's going to be in our second session. Roughly about 18, 19 drivers in this session. Then we're going to move on to the next one. We only take 41 to the feature, which will be tomorrow night's race. Second session is going to be a little bit more full for the field, so you're going to see a few more drivers qualify in there. There is Matt Jorgensen, the number 80 Air Force Chevy Camaro, that 2018 ZL1. Getting out there, getting a little bit loose. Dover is a fun track to drive, and it is a driver's track. No matter what vehicle you are driving, you get to see him out there. There is Matt Jorgensen. He's running around just a little bit loose on the exit, and qualifying is over, or practice is over, and we're going to get to qualifying here in just a moment. Mr. Darrell Padgett's up there. And Mr. Shane Wyatt. There he is. Mr. Shane Wyatt's going to race control for us tonight. Don Wooten's usually the guy that gets things ready to roll for us. But Shane Wyatt's going to take the command up there and let everybody know what we're doing. And we appreciate each and every one of you for continuing to tune in each and every week. And speaking of the driver that is going to go first, and there he is, the number 80 of Matt Jorgensen. Long look at the front stretch at Dover, the white stripe. Pit lane is going to be busy for a little bit, and we're going to get things underway real smooth and real just kind of fun action. Glad to be back, and we're going to get everything going right here. Matt Jorgensen is going to be up first, as he's going to try to make that Chevy Camaro put down a great lap right here at Dover qualifying. Signature eNASCAR Cup Series action is where it's at every single Wednesday and Thursday night. As you see him take off on pit road, Matt Jorgensen leaves the pit lane exit. 2 laps, so they've got an out lap, and then they're going to have the opportunity to create 2 laps for themselves, and all the rubber that they've laid down during practice is going to carry over, and so we're going to see that happen. When this round ends, we're going to have round 2 come up here in just a moment. We're going to actually break for that. Normally I continue the stream, but I want to make sure we get back into things and get everybody back into the new stream. So we're going to break for the break in between the first and second sessions, and they're going to be back at it again after we get everything taken care of. First lap up, they can't hit the wall or their laps don't count. So lap 1 for Mr. Jorgensen as he is throwing his times up. First lap for him, a 22.045. Low line, low midline is going to be where it's going to have to be. They have to carry hugely. Stays away from the wall. Second lap for Mr. Jorgensen, 21.746. The 96 of Chris Robert, Canadian driver from Fast Lane Racing. He's going to be up next in that Ford Mustang. You see him. This guy is an absolute fantastic driver, and in 3 races, he's moved himself from dead last all the way up to 22nd in points. So no doubt trying to get a top 5 finish to put himself in contention for the top 16, which here in about 3 weeks you're going to start seeing talks about the signature eNASCAR Cup Series playoffs. That's going to happen, and incentives for drivers to run as Mr. Robert's right there in that Ford Mustang gets his first lap underway. Quick qualifying because, of course, this is Dover, and Dover's just absolutely an amazing track. The Monster Mile, one of NASCAR's famed short tracks. First lap for the 96. He throws down a 21.894. Continues that low line speed as he runs down the backstretch. Exit of turn 4. A whole lot of fun. There he goes. Chris Roberg throws down 21.802. So second fastest time on the board thus far for the number 96. Joe Sanchez, no stranger to pole positions. He's had a couple of them thus far. He's going to lead his way off pit road as Joe Sanchez gets his line ready to rock and roll. Kelly Poignard, thank you very much out there. Looking forward to being a part of the Xfinity Series action. It's going to be great. Brian Crocker out there on Facebook, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Joe Sanchez coming around, hot lap complete. He is off like a prom dress and ready to roll. Number 55, Sherwin-Williams Chevy Camaro is off on his first lap. Highline run, dives hard down low into turn 3, exiting turn 4. We're going to see where he sticks it. Comes up, gains first lap for him, 21.763, needing to beat out the 21.746. Kelly Poignard out there, appreciate you very much, of course. Appreciate being your favorite commentator. I do try to do my best. Michael Newbrow on Twitch, thank you, buddy, appreciate you. Second lap for the 55. He comes around screaming. 21.670, good for the number 1 position in the session. Pit lane about to be busy. I believe that's the number 10. He's a little... There he is, Chris Bates in that Monster Energy Cup Series Chevy Camaro, running that Kurt Busch paint scheme. Great guy out there. Like seeing his... like seeing what he does. Chris Massey, it's good to see you out there. Brian Crocker, good to see you out there. Yeah, we've got the quips are starting to come. Hot lap complete for Chris Bates, who's I don't know if you have seen his saw his photo earlier whenever he was completing his lap, but his driver photo, he had stopped on the middle of the highway or on the side of the highway. I saw a donkey farm, and he had posed for a picture for a donkey or take a selfie. There's the number 10 coming around to complete his first lap. And the donkey actually posed 21.932 for the number 10 Chevy Camaro. And so when he did, he put that up there. So now the donkey is hired as his spotter. So if there's any ever incident between the 10, you can blame the donkey. Or the JA, as they say. Lap 2 completed from the number 10. 21.910 for that Chevrolet of Chris Bates. Good run for him there. Next car up. Ooh, we got a new paint scheme. It looks like Aidan Hill is going to be your next driver out there on pit lane, ready to rock and roll. Kind of digging what he does. He's got a new paint scheme, new racing team, Carbon Sim Racing. Make sure you go out there. I believe he's got a little entrepreneurship opportunity that he's got going on. And more information about that will come. We like to support all of our drivers and what they do. Speaking of supporting our drivers, AustinHarger in the number 16, a proud owner of Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles, is our Sounds of iRacing broadcast sponsor. You're going to see a lot of that tomorrow whenever we, it's kind of like our Crank It Up feature, but of course made for, PC terms. Aidan Hill out there to run his first lap, coming down to the backstretch. Cruising for a bruising as he carries a low line into turn 3 on the exit of turn 4. Heavy up, misses the wall by inches. First lap for Aidan Hill comes out at a 21.855. A young man ready to go. We'll try to bring up some telemetry for everybody as Aidan Hill comes down the backstretch into turn 3, back up to the exit of turn 4 to complete his second lap. Ooh, gets a little bit squirrely, but knows that he was chasing a nut there. 21.834 for the number 59 of Aidan Hill. Pit lane still getting busy. The number 45 of Eddie Hawks, Hawks Simworks. I'm actually using a Hawks Simworks button box, so if you have to get out there and you have to talk to Eddie Hawks. You have to look for him by name on Facebook. EDDIEHAWKS, Eddie Hawks, as he gets out there to complete his lap. A member of the Paralyzed Veterans of America Central Florida chapter, who's going to be our Xfinity Series sponsor. So you can have the signature eSports PVACF, or the Paralyzed Veterans of America Central Florida chapter Xfinity Series. That's going to start when we start Season 2 of the signature eNASCAR Series with our own MMR system, rating system. Drivers can only move up and move down within the series. Recruitment will happen before each season, and that's what we're going to be limited to. That's some changes coming. A whole lot of fun. There's the number 45 of Eddie Hawks coming around to complete lap 1. His first lap as he screams in 21.8 flat as that Chevrolet is still screaming around the track. You couldn't tell this man was using thumb grips because this man is wheelchair bound, but still doing a great job. Go to pvacf.org to find out more information if you are in the Central Florida District. Second lap for Eddie Hawks will not count. He came up and tapped the wall, so he is cleared, but first lap still good for P3 in the session. I believe pit lane is still getting busy. There's the number 20. It's good to see him. Ryan Wilson out there, ready to go. Indiana driver, Napa know-how paint scheme. The number 20 adaptive one all over the rear brake of that. Don Wooten out there on Facebook. Good to see that you are alive, my friend. Hopefully your wife is enjoying her vacation. I know that we had spoken about that a couple of weeks ago. It's good to see everybody out there. It's continuing to get our stream growing. Make sure you start your watch parties. Chat it up with me. I don't mind talking to you. It's a whole lot of fun here. The number 20 out there to complete his first lap. Coming around into the backstretch off turn 2. You see the high line. Run, run, run. All the way around midline. Speed and kind of dipping down, getting right to the bottom, coming up. Exiting very smoothly. First lap completed for the number 20, 22-143. Trying to make the show. The Ryan Wilson moving through the field. Currently P7 gets high, dives down low into the midline. Trying to carry that extra speed. Just trying to make the show and run clean lines. Oh, gets up into the wall. First lap is going to be the lap for Ryan Wilson as he is going to carry over the 22. The 22 lap right there. So 22.14 for him. Pit lane still getting busy. Next driver up, the 33 of Jesse Preece. Ooh, I'm liking the new paint scheme, buddy. There it is. Mr. Jesse Preece out there. Impact Motorsports. Number 33 driving that Chevy Camaro all the way around the track. Hot lap complete. He is about to get his first lap underway. Huge run down into turn 2. Backstretch. He is running. I believe that Forrest might have some things to say to him. 170 miles an hour as he crosses 175 miles an hour telemetry up there down in Dover. Dover's a fast half-mile track. Sorry, let me make sure I've got my statistics correct, but lap 1 for Mr. Preece was a 21.88. Second lap for him, though, as he cruises around 21.717. Good for P2, the number 33. Comes home just shy of 4/100ths of a second slower than the number 55 of Joe Sanchez. Drinking Bros Racing. Speaking of sponsors, there is one of our broadcast sponsors right there, Tony Kibbett. Drinking Bros Racing number 4. Coming out right there in a new paint scheme, new car, SETV all over it. Go to Drinking Bros Racing on Facebook. Give them a like and share. Build that following up. They actually have part of the store on Signature Esports. So go to Signature Esports, click the shop, search Drinking Bros Racing in there, and you'll find some shirts, all kinds of stuff, some classic things that they have, some sayings that they've been a part of. And speaking of shirts, part of those provided by 46branding.com. Go over there, FOURTY. Why? Because you deserve classic swag for the classic person in mind. They've got, they call it swag and class. That's what it is. Christopher Lawrence out there. Get it. Chris Roberge out there. The number 4 of Tony Kibbett throws down to his first lap. 22.341. Good for P9 so far. Carries heavier speed on the backstretch as times are starting to be intermittent. As a midline run for the number 4, he comes down, touches the bottom groove, comes up, stays out of the wall, gets across to the line. 21.859 for Tony Kibbett for that Chevrolet. That number 4, Drinking Bros Racing. Broadcast booth sponsored for the rest of the season. This guy right here, the number 99, Mario Miranda. I know the Miranda family is out there watching. It's good to see you guys out there, of course, and always. Mario Miranda ready to get off and put his lap down. He's had a couple of poles in the signature eNASCAR Cup Series in that quick trip Ford Mustang. Number 99, he is ready to continue to roll his way forward. Currently P2 in points in the signature eNASCAR Cup Series championship run, first championship run of the season. The 99 of Mario Miranda completes his out lap. Young man, I believe he's a West Coast driver and lived in Oklahoma, I believe. There's a whole lot of information on this young man. One of the best Road Series drivers. Speaking of Road Series, this Saturday, October 2nd, we have a doubleheader late in the evening. We've got the Wheel and Modified Series that starts at 7 Eastern as the first lap for Mario Miranda. 21.646. Good for a P1. He doesn't have to do any much better than that. But he's going to set the bar high as he's still carrying way down low. He's gotten very good at this track, practicing in the off weeks. And the last 2 weeks comes up, stays out of the wall. Second lap for Mario Miranda. Just 5/10 of a second, or 5 1,000ths of a second slower than his first lap. First lap was cruising. As you saw it right there, Mario Miranda good for 21.646. Currently P1 in this session. Number 28, Brian Warner, Lebanon, Missouri native. He is out there ready to rock and roll. Brian Warner Jr. Warner Racing, number 28 in the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine Chevy Camaro. Out there to try to just compete and get some laps. He started all the way in the back in our last race at Texas, and I believe he finished 10th. If I've got my statistics correct, he did a great job. He is still learning. A D-Class driver. Good for the Truck Series, good for the Wheel and Modified Series, but the Cup Series has eluded him, and so he is now trying to figure out how to run with some of the best in the world. So this is his rookie season. Number 28 of Brian Warner Jr. Midline run coming up on the exit, trying to stay less free as he comes down into that mid-high line. The 28 on the exit of turn 4, using everything he has to stay out of the wall. He does so. First lap for Brian Warner Jr. comes around at a 22.841. Trying to scrub some speed off. Does so. Gets on the exit of turn 2. Comes around to the backstretch. Run, run, run. Like a runaway bride, he is off in the midline. Tries to dip low. Does so. Stays out. Comes up. Stays out of the wall. Good run for him right here. Carries great speed on the front stretch. 22.624 for the young rookie, the number 28 of Brian Warner Jr. Speaking of Bulldog sports cards and collectibles, the number 16, epically famed as the man, this Chevrolet comes out. Big supporter of the J.J. Watt Foundation, AustinHarger, and the number 16. Find him on Facebook, find him on eBay, and find him on Amazon. Bulldog Sports Cards and Collectibles. Kelly Pointer, the next race after Dover is going to be the KSDT CPA Darlington Throwback Week. That's when we have all the throwback schemes. There is Austin, the number 16, coming around, completing his hot lap, ready to get the speed up for race number 6. They are continuing to run. AustinHarger's first lap for him right there is going to be a 22.195. Good for P11 in the session. Comes around, carries good speed, gets a little bit free on the exit of 2. This track, as it starts to cool, is going to be a little bit more free, but they've got to stay in the groove. Try not to kill the marbles. The 16, great exit right there. See if he gets under the 21 series. 22.236. So first lap is going to be the best lap with a 22, almost 2 for him right there. Trying to get in the show, and Dover is the place to do it. Up next, the number 54, Sean Conklin, the youngest driver in the series, but you would never know. And I do believe his team relative didn't update. He is also a part of the Aidan Hill team right there. So you'll get that updated, and hopefully it'll be updated for me by the time that we get into the next series, or into the next race tomorrow, as he's out there to complete his first lap. The number 54 Using that midline run, trying to carry excellent speed on the back. He does. Gets to the back stretch. Runs it high, 180 into the turn, 182 into the turn. Coming down into the midline, trying to get as close to the bottom line as he can into that groove. Exits very nicely. First lap for Sean Conklin, a 21.899 as he is coming around for his second lap. Backstretch run, turn 3. Trying to make it stick. Custom Sim works for him right there. Second lap, good for P4 in the session. 21.730 for the youngster in the number in the realm of the number 54 Carbon Sim wheels. So that's what their team is. Apologize about getting that wrong just a little bit. Rowdy Motorsports number 88. Mr. Brandon Banks on his way on the exit of pit road to complete his hot lap. A-class driver, 2054i rating at the time of the race. The number 88 Rowdy Motorsports Chevrolet. Part of Team Rowdy Motorsports right here in the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. Teammate Kim Macarthur out there as well, ready to be a part of that situation. This guy's doing a great job of facilitating and continuing to help Signature Esports grow. We appreciate them. 22.167, Brandon Banks' first time as he is continuing to run fast speeds. Good exit speed right there off the exit of 2. Gains 182 into the turn of turn 3. Second lap about to be complete right here. As you see, Brandon Banks trying to get that first spot position. Comes up with a P6 time in the session, 21.759. Joanne, it's good to see you out there. If you are watching, facebook.com/FILHAB. Keith Todd, the number 53 Mountain Dew Ford Mustang. He is ready to go. Ready to get Dover under. He's going to try to tame the Monster Mile. That's what's going to happen. If you get out there, and you type in that Facebook page, facebook.com/FILHAB, you will find some great quality content, and if you like humor, that's going to be the great place for you, and a good place to express yourself as well. Over 3.8 million followers out there on that channel. Make sure you go and check that out. We appreciate her support as well. Joanne Byrne lives in New Zealand, originally from Sydney, Australia, around that area, and absolutely amazing. Keith Todd's timer right there as he comes around to complete lap 2, 22.480. Good for P14 in the session so far. Whoa. Gets loose on the exit. And just going to have to come around. Tell you what, turn 2's been where everybody's getting loose in this qualifying session. My goodness gracious. He's Todd out there. First, at least he got a lap in, that is for sure. The number 11, Matt Roberts. There he goes. Out there on the exit of turn 2. Modern American, as it says, the number 11. This guy has been a part of the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series since the first race at Daytona. Good to see him out there again running. Nice little chrome paint scheme. Hot lap complete for the number 11. He carries 184 into the turn. There goes the number 11 around the turn 2 exit. He keeps it straight and narrow. that pointed Chevy Camaro ZL1 running around turn 4, exiting very, very smoothly. First lap for the number 11 comes up with a 22.196. Trying to make his way into the show. 180 into the corner. 181 dives hard down low. It's hard to get that car to stick at the bottom and hover around like Mario Miranda's lap. You saw it back when he made his first lap run. 21.973. Good for P12 in the session for Matt Roberts, as he is ready to try to continue his stand in points. Pit lane still working. I believe we're waiting on somebody. I believe somebody went a little bit further. Oh, there he is. Ken Macarthur, Rowdy Motorsports, number 97 Chevy Camaro. If you have not seen this man race, he has been a part of all of the cast sessions that we've been a part of, and still a huge supporter. Other supporters we got, Wayne Lowe is a good guy out there. 97 ready to complete. I believe we got the 97. I believe we might have one more driver out there to try to complete some qualifying laps. Gotta make sure that keep track of that. Josh Klinger, buddy, I know that you're having internet issues out there. We'll try to see what's going on. There's the 97 of Ken Macarthur. Puts down his first lap, 22.155. Good for P14 so far. Hugs turn 1 into turn 2. Good exit. Carries heavy speed. 180 into the corner. Hug that line. He gets so close. He is carrying very nicely. Great exit for the 97. Faster lap time. Ken Macarthur up to P11 of the session, 21.895. Josh Klinger, if you are out there, hopefully, buddy, you are getting that stuff situated. Thanking everybody out there continuing to choose Signature Esports. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's see. Haven't seen this gentleman in a little bit of time. There is number 6. Ford Mustang of Grant Williams, or Grantley as you see it down there. He is ready to go. He was out there waiting on pit road for his opportunity to qualify. There is the number 6 using all of his knowledge he has gained over the last couple of months in the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. He's trying to get out there and put down a time to be competitive in the series, in the session. The number 6 ready to run up the... gets up into the wall, though, just a little bit. First lap. Not sure that it's going to count. He's going to be able to run one more. Right here. Exits. There it is. That's lap 1. You saw a time up there, but that didn't count. So lap 2 underway for Grantley Williams as he comes around. Grant trying to do a great job of being on board. A high line run, high to low for him right there. Just needs a low 22, and he might get it right here. Grant Williams comes away with a 22.269. Good for P16 in the session. That's right. So the first lap didn't count, but they have an opportunity to run the second lap, and the second lap is what he did. So he got a 22.659 for Grant Williams. And we were trying to check on one more guy to see if he was going to be able to qualify very, very quickly. As you see Grant Williams pull in. So Josh Klinger's not going to be qualifying. That looks like that's going to be the end of the first qualifying session. And after the first qualifying session, we have, you see it right there, Mario Miranda, Joe Sanchez, Jesse Priest, that's your top three. Sean Conklin currently sitting in fourth. Matt Jorgensen in fifth. And we're going to be trying to see what we can do. We'll see what we can do with Josh Klinger. And quite possibly, he made it into the session. He just, something's going on with his computer, so he's trying to get that fixed. Might be able to try to make him get into the second session. We'll see what happens. But there they all are. We appreciate each and every one of you. Grant Williams was the last to qualify. You see the order right there. And the only one that's not showing is Tony Kibbett. P10 machine right there. He is all good to go. We're going to take a break. We're going to pause for the cause. And we'll get the second stream up as soon as they are ready to go. I'll see you at roughly, let's see, the session opens up at 8:30, and I should see you right around 8:50 Eastern. So we'll take a pause for the cause. I appreciate each and every one of you. I will see you back here in just a little bit.